Hello there, Alex Sturgeon, Hobbytown HobbyPlex, and it's about time that we do our next road trip video. This time we are at Hoosier RC HobbyPlex here in New Albany, Indiana. I've made a video about this place about 2 years ago, the first time we came here for the Jconcepts Indoor National Series, and we're here again. This time it's here for the finals. We've just ran a full day of qualifying. Honestly, I didn't feel like doing a full race vlog this weekend because my son's running 3 classes, I'm running 2, and I kind of didn't want it to distract from what we were doing. But since qualifying's over and I'm feeling pretty good about things, I figured we'd check out the store, check out the track, and see how we're doing. Thanks. Humidity. Oh man, look at these guys. So here we are. You walk in the door, and they got your nice cases of stuff up front, batteries, some electronics, the Crazy Eddie's stuff. And then he's got a lot more than I saw previously. Looks like a motor case, race battery case, radio case, speed controller case. Hey, look at, there's one of those Micro V's. Swag, checkout guy. Chargers and plugs and stuff. And then again, I know I pointed this out last time, but this is where they do all their repair work right there. They've got a used case, which is pretty cool. And then they have rental cars, which is also pretty cool. And they've got their ready to run stuff all kind of right in front, right where these guys can see it. Let's walk around the store real fast. So we're gonna do like a store walk, we'll do a track walk. Mod guys are coming up soon. There's we got paint, we got tools, more Crazy Eddie stuff. This is all Eddie's stuff, I guess that makes sense. But some bags on top. I kind of like how that shelf works out. It's pretty cool. Pretty good. These little guys. More tools. More bags. Bins. Wings. Pinion gears. Kind of your start of your parts. So there's a bunch of ARMA parts. There's some DRC, Jonathan RC cables. You always makes really good stuff. Oh man, I forgot my cord. I could have just came here and got one. That's kind of dumb. They got a lot of the good K&K stuff. I like that. There's some SKRC stuff. That's pretty cool. We got some of that. Bodies. Bodies. Thanks, dude. More bodies. Here's some crawling tires. More bodies. Bodies are always the hardest thing about hobby shops, in my opinion. Just like, you gotta figure out a place to put them all and get in some more tires. Lots of axial stuff. More tires. Wheels and tires. Starting getting into the race wheels and tires now. This is neat. I told Eddie I might actually steal this idea. These are pre-mounts, so they glue them themselves and then they bag them up and then they sell them. That is freaking brilliant, and because our guys might gobble that up, but I'm not going to be the one to do it. I glue enough of my own tires, right? Some more ARMA stuff, bodies. There's your Slash accessories, more Slash accessories. Getting into the Traxxas parts, ARMA parts. Again, ARMA and Traxxas kind of dominating the ready-to-run market for sure. And then turn to this, and you got more cases. So there's Custom Works. Lots of TRX4Ms. I like this. I mean, I know that the fixture there looks, to me, it looks like kind of old, but it works. Look at that. That is pretty nice. More Traxxas stuff. Here's all your Traxxas electronics, batteries, lights. They keep all some of the stuff behind the counter there. On this side you have some Losi stuff. Now here's something new from the last time I was here, and it makes me cry, kind of. Some Schumacher stuff. They got a whole vintage section, and let me tell you, I mean, there's some cars in here that, I mean, I have. Like, this is a JRX Pro. This is a Team Losi JRX Pro. This thing is clean. I'm gonna look at the bottom of the chassis. Oh, look at that. Holy crap, that thing is clean. Way cleaner than mine. I mean, mine's pretty clean. Look at this one. RC10 graphite. Look at that one. XXX spec. That is amazing. The fact that those blue tires are kind of hard to find. We'll show you some more stuff that he's got here. But he's got another super clean JRX Pro in there. Some more RC10Ts. RC10 GT. Look at the mid-motor transmission car. Another XXX. Another spec truck this time. An LXT. Is that a GTX? That is a GTX. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's a GTX. That is pretty rad. That's basically one of these turned into a gas truck. And then good array of associated parts. He's got that fan RC stuff, which I've been looking for some of that. Just for my own personal use. Bodies, and then he's got a little stash of like original parts. So wheels and parts. Look at that. That is incredible. That is super cool. A connoisseur, if you may use the term. Losi parts. More batteries. Losi parts. Then associated parts and kits. And hop-ups. More shock oils. And then OGO bags. That's pretty cool. I've been thinking about getting some OGO bags. I just don't know where to put them in our store. Yeah. All right, let's go to the track. They're still racing. Thank you, Angie. So this is our B-sort right now of Mod 2 wheel. Track is beautiful this year. Let's see. Who's out there? Tater's in this one. Where's Tater at? Here he comes. Let's take a lap with Tater. Is that Tater? No, I don't think that's Tater. Maybe that was Tater. That's Tater. There he is. All right, let's take a lap with Tater. That section right there is super fun. So is that. Actually, this whole track is really fun. End of the straightaway is a little hard to see, but it's doable. Just painted some lines out there that make it, that help out a ton for old people like me. They have this nice long section where people can watch, kind of like our pit lane, but it's not a pit lane. It's just a like a wood barrier. Everybody out to watch the mod heat. You can see all the people there. There's all your mod drivers. Dustin Evans, Gavin, there's Aiden, Vada, AG. Lots of TVs everywhere, able to really see what's going on. They got the heats posted on a separate one. I really like that. That's pretty cool. Got lots of, oh man, I'm like, it's late and I can't remember how to talk. Anyways, there's more than one of these vending machines everywhere. Hey, there's Eddie right there. Pits are over here. More TVs. There's Bender's mom. You can see the, there's Ronnie. Say hi, Ronnie. This is the dirt oval that they have. See how everything is fenced off. Thought that was pretty cool last time. I think they get a pretty good crowd out here too. This is the more pit space, and you can see nobody's over here because this is kind of like the X-ray pit, and it is the A main of Mod 2-wheel qualifying round 3 coming up. So there's Mac checking it out. I think his boy was in that one. I think Owen was in that one. Dirt oval driver stand. Dirt oval scoring tower. And here's that second area that they have back here. This is where we're pitted at. It's a little bit quieter, a little more spacey, and lots of different tables and stuff. You can see hardly anybody's in here because the Mod 2 heat is coming up. So there's Andy, there's TJ, there's Kyle, there's Ben Ellis, there's Adam Rails. They got this for us so we can see what's going on, which is pretty neat. Here's our pit. I'm gonna glue up one more set of tires for Emerson this weekend since he made the A-main and 2-wheel stock, expert stock. That's my Mugen. That's qualifying second in 40 plus. I TQ'd the last round of qualifying, but the actual tiebreaker went to David Albarico. David's my friend. I've known him forever, and he's from Kansas City. Really good racer as well. There's Emerson's 2-wheel buggy. He just ran his truck. He's qualified second in truck, and he's in the B in 13.5 four-wheel drive. So I don't know. He's gonna have a little bit of work to do. This has been a kid zone back here too. Luckily, they're not here screaming, which is great. I don't know if my head can take that anymore. It'd be awful. Here's some more. Oh, we're coming back over here. Okay, I got to show you the other part over here. And we did this last time, but since it's 2 years later, they've got more stuff. Look at this case. That's Brian Dunbar's Double X. Isn't that amazing? Clean. Real clean. So they have this little crawling area back here, but that's not really what I'm interested in right now. What I'm interested in is the vintage collection. Pretty sure that's a Blue Eagle. That's a Speed T. There's a Traxxas SRT. Pretty sure that's a Kyosho. It's got a new in the box Monster Slash, a new in the box T4. Guys on the internet love to try to get a lot of money for those, but since they're not a factory team, I don't really care. There's a TRX1. That's a car I don't have, that I would like to have one day. There's a Traxxas Bullet. That'd kind of be a neat car to have. RC10T. It's an HBI. MGT. Pretty sure that's an RS4. That might be an RS4. That is not an RS4. That might be an Associated, actually. Maybe? Or a Tamiya. Because it's blue, it's an educated guess. A couple new in the box snap-ons. JRXS Type R box. Not sure if there's actually a car in there. There's another spec triple XT. That's crazy. There's some double XTs, JRXT, triple XT, and then this case has a few more. RC10. That's a T2. That is an RC10 GT. That's a converted RC10 sprint car. I think that's a Nitro SC10 GT. That's another RC10 GT. Wow, he's got a lot of those. And then you can kind of, if you want to, you can come over here and watch, but I don't know, it's kind of hard to see from over here. Plus there's no screens to tell you what's going on, so. Oh man. qualifying's over. I'm second in 40 plus mod. Who knows where I'm at in the 4 mod B main? I don't really care. Just running that class because it's fast and fun. Emerson's fourth in expert stock, his best qualifying effort here in that class. He's second in stadium truck. He's qualified second here before. And then he's got some work to do in the 4-wheel drive B main. We'll find some people to talk to. All right, we're here with Jason Ruona, and I'm going to go around and get some interviews and stuff to end this video on. But I thought I'd start with the guy who is the reason why we're all here, pretty much, right? When the INS started way back in the day, because we're on 14 now.
Yep.
Did you have any idea that it would get to the point where all of us tend to kind of just look forward to that year after year?
No, not really. I think really what it started was we had races in different locations, and I think we had different names. You know, first we had the Clash, we had the Wave, we had the Rage, we had these different events, one-off events, and it got to the point where I was like, you know, maybe we should just kind of combine these into the same named type of events and have a series. And I kind of never really we didn't really push, you know, we knew the point series existed, it was great to win the points, but we've never really pushed, I guess, the side of it, the points, like more of the, as opposed to pushing the individual event.
Yeah.
I think, to me, I didn't want people to think that they only had to do the points part of it.
Yeah.
Because I knew if you said that it was a point series and they couldn't do all of them, we didn't want that to deter their interest from running one of them.
Yeah.
So that's why they're awarded separately and collectively, I guess.
Yep.
That was the idea, so that you can feel good about the weekend you had, if that's the only one you can make, or you can feel good about it as a whole, if that's what you decided to do. So that was the idea, was to kind of, you know, make it appetizing for the person that could only run one or run them all. So, yeah, I guess that was where we started with it. Brent, you know, with Associated, was always so good at attending all of them in the beginning. We had so many memorable moments with me and him and the guys we traveled with, whether it was Tanner Denny, Josh Newman, Damon Borkowitz, all the guys that you've heard over time. And then we kind of transitioned into other racers that made the series with us, between Mayfield, Spencer. I know Ty Tessman's done the series, and all these guys have done the series, which is really kind of a proud thing.
Bada's kind of come up.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, he was a stock racer that I remember doing the series, and then now he's a mod racer out there TQing.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's been part of this. Is, to me, I've always felt like if you were going to get better, you know, that's why we had drivers like Tanner Denny and Damon Borkowitz travel with us. Lee Setzer did a bunch of them.
Yeah.
If you were going to get better, this was the way to do it, was to go to different events, have a good experience, try to dial into each one of these different types of races and conditions, and have a good overall, you know, a performance across different tracks. So that, I think what we've kind of been concentrating on is trying to grow up a younger racer that has an experience of these different events, and I think it's paying off for guys like Davey Bada, who's been able to kind of translate that into results in the mod class now, where he's one of the favorites on the series. So it's been nice to see over the course of the years how these drivers can kind of use these events to sort of as a springboard to become better racers and further themselves as a racer.
For sure. This year we combined carpet and dirt. Was it, I mean, obviously it was getting hard to schedule events because there's so many now.
Yeah.
How do you think that went this year? I think we're going to continue it next year, it looks like. So, I mean, it's interesting. I went to one of the carpet ones. Sucked at it. But...
Well, what the idea was is we had 9 events between the two before. The NCTS and the INS. We had 9 between the two of them. Sure, you didn't need to run 9. You could pick a series if you wanted.
Right.
I think we did 3 out of 4 on the carpet, and then we did 3 out of 5 on the dirt. But what I started to see was the same racers coming to both, whether it was carpet or dirt, and I was like, well, we could really do ourselves a favor here and make this a little more simple by combining it together, and then we would just have we ended up here this year with 3 on dirt, 2 on carpet,
Yep.
which I felt was a nice balance to be able to do both. And it simplified the end of our year schedule, which was the other part of that. What I was trying to do was get this done in October or before, in this case, be finished with it. And then we have October, November, December to race and do some of these other events that have become good races in their own right that didn't
Like the
exist.
Florida Champs.
Yeah.
Is one of them.
Yeah, so we were like, let's give it a little room to breathe here, and then we can attend some of these other events later in the year that we were already supporting, but it's easier to support it now because we don't have to have 2 crews, or we don't have to have. So that was the idea. Get a little room to breathe, have October, November, December where we can attend and support some of these other events that have been successful. And I think so far it feels like it's working.
Yeah, no, it's a very, very fun year, very efficient race, like just race schedule in general. You can kind of plan out the year and stuff. So it worked out for us, especially being able to come to this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's been exciting to see kind of how it shapes up. I think Brock was bringing it up last night. I think we have one of the tightest points battles we've ever had in one of the modified classes, and I think a lot of them in stock. So we got I actually have Tyler Hooks, who's at the Hobby Action doing the oval race in Arizona. He's actually going to calculate the points for us remotely and then send them over to me, because I had him kind of working on that throughout the year when he was with us. So he kind of offered to do that race and kind of do the points while he's there. So that's always a tough thing when this race ends. Everybody wants to know where they're at.
Yeah.
But I've found in the past where if I'm here with a laptop and I have to input everything, everyone stands around me.
Isn't that annoying?
In trying to figure something out, and it's like, oh no, you're doing that wrong or whatever. So it's like, to me, I'm like, let's let somebody else do it and calculate it so they can't be hovering over them the entire time. And then he can text it to me and we'll hand out the awards and take some photos.
Yep, totally. All right, well, my race is up in a few, and I know you're a busy guy, so
good luck.
I just wanted to catch up with you, and thanks, man. Thanks for doing the series.
Thank you.
It's been really good for all of us, so thanks.
No problem. Thank you.
I am here with Tom Rinderknecht, who just won 2-wheel at the event, and then ended up winning the 4-wheel drive mod for the series, and then they flipped, so you ended up getting second in 2-wheel for the series, first in 4-wheel.
Yeah, no, it was pretty awesome. I'm super excited, after 5 races, being first and second in both classes, especially with the competition nowadays. It feels great. I got 3 wins total in the series, 2 in 2-wheel and 1 in 4-wheel. So yeah, it was really good.
You went to the trackside race?
Yeah.
And how'd you do there?
I got 3rd in 4-wheel and I think 5th in 2-wheel.
And then the one in Michigan?
I got 3rd in 2-wheel and 5th in 4-wheel.
And then you dominated in Island.
Yep, won both.
And then our place you did pretty good.
I got 3rd in 4-wheel, and I didn't do so hot in 2-wheel.
Right.
But then here I got the TQ and the win, which helped my points in 2-wheel. And then 4-wheel, I got 2nd again.
Yeah.
So yeah, really consistent, especially
That's
in
what I was
4-wheel.
just about to say, the consistency. When your points race, the consistency. That's how I was able to beat you kids up until about 2016 it was the consistency. But once
this guy was always whooping me in 4-wheel.
Once these guys picked up the consistency, then I was out. It was gone. It was over from that point on. Tom Rinderknecht, hometown hero. He's been a Summer Series champ at our place. You've obviously raced at our place for a long time.
Yeah.
Now
Shoot, I won the 2014 17.5 Summer Series.
Yeah. Yep.
That's 10 years ago.
10 years ago, exactly. You got a poster and all that good stuff.
Yep.
Can you, not to I don't want to toot our own horn or anything like that, but I feel like the last little bit of time at the Plex, we've developed a lot of really good racers, and I think you're definitely one of them. I mean, obviously the Des Moines crew, you, Alex, Mason,
Fuller
and
sure
Caden.
too. Yep, Caden.
You're all this kind of the same age. Y'all kind of came up together, but you guys were traveling over to our place a lot. You want to talk about, what you think, how that helped you prepare for later on?
Yeah, I mean,
how you're doing now?
it was always good to run it. Obviously I was racing with you and Mac really close in the Summer Series
when we
initially
were fast.
modified.
Now we're slow.
Yeah, this guy was always whooping on me. So, you always had something to push for, I felt like there.
Yeah.
And, the track's obviously very, very good. I feel like it's more of a unique track. It's very big, you know, it stands very tall. I feel like it kind of makes the other tracks seem a bit easier because you can see the car a bit better. So yeah, I mean, it's been always a good time running at Plex. Definitely my favorite track still to this day. And yeah, it's awesome. A lot of the HobbyPlex guys have been doing very well.
Yeah.
Emerson, Andrew, Dalton, Daniel, all these guys, you know, TJ, they've been picking up a lot as well. And I kind of see that as like, you know, me and Mason and Alex.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, those guys are kind of the next, you know, it's only a matter of time till those guys start whipping on me too. So.
Wow. Yeah, maybe.
We'll see.
So, are we able to call you a professional at this point, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so give a little insight to us, because everybody's always asking, what does that mean? It's not just racing RC cars. There's a lot of work that goes behind it. You want to talk about that a little bit?
You know, obviously the racing and the results is very important, but at the end of the day, you know, you got to be a good representative for your sponsors. You know, be good at talking to people. You know, be nice to everybody. You know, and that's, you know, without selling, let's say, you know, X-Ray cars or Jconcepts tires, or I mean, there's no racing for me. So
right.
It's really important to, you know, cater to everybody. You know, be nice, help out as much as you can. And yeah, also you have to perform and do very well.
What kind of work do you do when you're not racing? Like, what goes on there? Is it?
I mean, I help run the R1 team, so there's a little bit going on there. But I mean, otherwise, I mean, we're racing so much. I mean, it's just a constant
not
prep.
A whole lot
I feel like, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can't say it's crazy hard or anything, but yeah, I mean, you have to stay on top of things. You know, you're running dirt, you're running carpet, you're running 8 scale. You know, there's lots of stuff.
With all those different classes that you do too, I mean, are you doing a lot of wrench work at home?
Yeah,
in between and
yeah, I feel like there's always something to prepare for, whether it's, you know, a test session, the next race. You know, you have almost 6 cars that you have to prepare, that need to be prepared at almost all times.
Right.
So you have to make sure the carpet program's good, make sure you got the right tires for that. You know, it's a lot of stuff for sure.
So what's next?
Trackside AE race.
Right.
So we got
That's
a little
in
bit
November?
Yeah, and then there's also a AE race at Island in mid-October. I think Rivkin and Horn are coming over for that.
Wow.
So that'll be a good race as well, kind of a warm-up going into Florida Carpet Champs and Scotty's race in Cleveland.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for that. Lots
Getting
of
some carpet in.
Yep. Yeah. I like the carpet stuff.
The carpet's good. We start carpet this week.
Yeah,
Saturday.
if we're not running treads on dirt, I like carpet better.
Yeah. There you go. All right, well, again, hometown hero, Tom Rinderknecht, doing really well this weekend. And who do you want to thank before I let you go?
I want to thank all my sponsors, my parents, Alex, of course. You know, he's given us a great place to race at for a very long time. You know, the Plex means a lot to me. I hope I can get a win there soon, because I haven't done that well at like the INS. I got 3rd this time, my first time on the podium, but
yeah,
you know, I need to step it up a little bit. I need to get on the box there, get a win. That'd be super awesome. That's the next checkbox for sure.
For sure. Cool. All right, man. Well, thanks for letting me track you down. I know you're busy.
No problem. No problem. Got to pack up the pit now.
Yeah, exactly. All right, thanks. See ya.
Peace out.
All right. Well, we got a chance to talk to Jason. We got a chance to talk to Tom. We haven't had a chance to talk to this dude right here, who made the expert 2-wheel drive A main. Qualified 4th. Had some rough spots in the mains.
Yep.
And ended up 8th overall, but 9th overall. 9th overall, but still A2. He was in 2nd for a good number of laps, and then just got in a little bit of trouble. I think what happened in A3? You're up there for a while.
A3, let's see.
Do you remember?
I was behind Doug, tried to put a pass on him around like the 180.
Oh yeah, you guys were having a really good race.
We had a
very
really good
clean race, by the way. Clean.
Passed him clean, and then I just took it too far on the inside and hit the pipe.
Yep, that's right. I remember that. But that was a really good race, though. That was going on. It was fun to watch. We won't even talk about me. I don't know what happened. My 4-wheel drive main, awful, but started awful. Then I just drove around for 4 minutes. And then my 40 plus main, just made a mistake right by myself. I lost a ton of grip. I think I chose the wrong tires, and that's just the way it goes. Now I know for next year, I know what I need to do. So have a scuff set, a brand new scuff set of tires ready to go for that main event, and I think things will go a lot better. But ended up 5th in the main, and ended up 2nd overall for the series. Emerson got almost a top 10 for both 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive.
Andrew kicked me out of it.
Yeah, we got Andrew Thomas and him were really close all year long. So Emerson just needed maybe another spot or two, and he might have gotten that 10th spot. And overall, we love the INS. We love racing it, and we like going to all these tracks, these cool tracks. I think we're going to gear up and try to go to trackside in February. And yeah, she gets to stay home and watch us on the mod broadcast and like bite her fingernails the whole time and be all, you know, freaked out about what's going on and everything. So, but overall, really good experience. Glad I got a chance to get Jason and Tom Rinderknecht, who won the 2-wheel drive, if I remember right, overall.
Series.
So that's pretty crazy, and it's really fun to watch and really fun to see one of our local guys get it done too. So there you go. Store walk, track walk, kind of, pit walk. Little summary of everything on the weekend. That's what we got going on here. So we made it home, and now I get to run errands because I haven't been home for 5 days. So
that's how we do it. Let's go.
Fumbling
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
under the pressure.
Hold on, I'm not done yet. Yeah, it's because you got used to my moves.
Attention, Red Bar patrons! The time is now 11:33, which means in 27 minutes we will be closing.
Bro, we gotta go through all my
This is your
coins.
last call for alcohol. Please make your way to the bar. Bring up any glass, close any tabs, finish your games. Don't forget to tip your servers and your bartenders, and thank you for visiting Red Bar.
That was all punches. Okay, I'm good at Tekken 3.
One more.